Hi everybody, welcome back to the only fraternity in the world that talks about fragrances. The fragrance fraternity. Gotta thank God for another day to smell good. Hope you're feeling good. We're about to get you smelling good. Do me a quick favor, hit that like and subscribe if you like fragrance content. That way the algorithm, that damn algorithm, will push more of what you want your way. Let's get started. We're gonna be talking about 10 tropical fragrances. I got the cutoff on. It is heating up. It's getting toasty out here in the City of Angels. But maybe you're heading out for a summer vacation, or maybe you just want to feel like you're at a summer vacation, even if you're stuck at home or at the office. I got you covered. Let's start with the House of Alexandria, known for their cologne fragrances, but this is an original. This is called Tropical Night. You can get this one for a little bit less money than their more popular clones or whatever. So I think this one's like 10 bucks less than for the 50 ml. So decided why not. I like a lot of their clones. I like the quality of this house, so might as well blind buy gamble on Tropical Night. And I am very much a fan of this fragrance. It does have some similarities to Virgin Island water, but it is definitely not one-to-one. It's a little bit more of like an inspired fragrance. The main difference that I pick up is that lime. There is a prominent lime opening, and it is just vibrant. It absolutely explodes off your skin, especially in the opening when you first smell it, when you first spray it rather. It is an extrait de parfum concentration like pretty much all their fragrances are. And it's just a really easygoing, lovely type fragrance that works perfectly in a casual situation. It's going to give you that tropical vibe. It does have a bit of like this hand soapiness to it, which may throw you off, but I kind of got over that and just really enjoyed that bright, zesty lime that this one provides. So Tropical Night is a stunning choice, and it's really great value for money. You can get that 50 ml. I think it was like 32 bucks. Can't beat that in terms of value. Let's go now to Xerjoff. This is Mefisto. This is my pathetic little 30 ml, but realistically don't need more than that. 30 ml will last you more than you think. At least for me it does. Wore this one in the hottest days and it just sparkles. It's ozonic. It's got that metallic freshness. Does have some similarities to Creed Silver Mountain Water. However, I get a little bit more of the aromatics here, and I get a little bit more of a metallic feel. Not so much of that tea vibe from the Silver Mountain Water DNA. You may prefer one or the other. I'd recommend getting your nose on both before you decide which one is for you. But I'm not going to say that I like this one more than Silver Mountain Water necessarily, but I'm happy to own this one and wear it. And if you like one, you're probably going to like the other as well. So Xerjoff Mefisto is going to be coming in next. All right, up next is a fragrance I absolutely love, and I know it's kind of hard to find, so I was debating on putting it in this list or not, but it just fits this list topic too perfectly. This is Boss Bottled Pacific. When I bought this originally for $60, I was really questioning if it was worth that money, but now that I see it's been discontinued and the hype has gotten out of control with it, I'm very thankful that I spent that $60. I know there's a lot of people that would be instantly buying this for $60 if it was readily available. This one, you get a lot of coconut. It's kind of like that pina colada vibe. You get some of the pineapple and the tropical fruitiness, but it leans very masculine, which is interesting because a lot of times these kind of like tropical fruity coconut fragrances can have a feminine sort of lean to them. Realistic coconut here, good quality, excellent performance. Worn this one during the day or night, really versatile, works in pretty much every single situation. Really for a night out though, this is a great fragrance that you may think is more of a daytime wear. I encourage you guys, if you have this fragrance, try wearing it out at night and see the magic. Once again, great performance here, lovely scent profile. Can't really see anybody not liking this. Has done really well in the compliment department for me personally, probably will for you as well. This is Boss Bottled Pacific. If you can get a bottle that isn't overly crazy expensive and you like these coconut tropical fragrances, I think you're gonna really love that one. All right, next one up, back to the House of Alexandria. This is their Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill cologne. This is Pacific Coast, and yeah, don't really have a dent in this because I have a little 5 ml that I've been working through, but you really only need like 3 or 4 sprays of this fragrance. It is extremely strong, long-lasting, extrait de parfum, and it gets the scent profile down perfectly. I really don't feel the need to get that Louis Vuitton. Of course, the real fragrances are always better, but this one is so close, guys. I tell you, when it's like 95% there and the quality is on point, does not smell cheap at all. I think you're gonna be very satisfied if you enjoy that Pacific Chill scent profile with Pacific Coast as a more affordable alternative to it. All right, next one is one I haven't spoken about in a while and kind of maybe forgotten. This is Hollister Wave 2 on the more affordable side. And that's going to come across in the scent too. You know, I like to give you guys a little bit of a combo of some more affordable, some more niche, you know, a little bit of something for everyone. And this is if you're just kind of getting into the fragrance game, or if you're looking for a cheapie, something you can spray on, not really think about, or like regret spraying a lot of. Check out Hollister Wave 2. It is inspired by Invictus Aqua. And if you already have Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, this is super redundant to that. But it does have its own nuances. It is a little bit more creamier than Legend Spirit. I would say Legend Spirit is a little fresher, and this is a little creamier, a little denser, which does help contribute to that lasting power. I would give the opening like 5 minutes, let it dry down a little bit, because it does smell pretty alcohol-y and harsh. But once it dries down, this is seriously a very magical fragrance. And for 99% of people out there who aren't super into fragrance, they're going to smell this and think it smells wonderful. And I could really see this working well out in public, especially for a younger guy who's maybe just going back to school, and you're looking for something safe but also has a nice, sweet, and fun, playful nature to it. This is a great option. You can always find it at the rack store for like $20 too. Hollister Wave 2. I think this is actually the best Hollister fragrance that they have. So, gotta love Invictus Aqua. That scent profile always works. Let's go now back to niche. This is Bohemian Lime from Goldfield and Banks. If you like Dior Homme Cologne, if you like that lemonade style freshness, that ozonic, bright citrus sparkle that works so well when it's so damn hot out, and you want a limeade version of that, check out Bohemian Lime. You can get these for like around $100, and that is a really fair price for these fragrances, because they are very natural. That's kind of like this brand's little gimmick or whatever. They use a lot of really natural ingredients, so the quality comes off very great. Just as good quality as maybe some of your $200 to $300 fragrances, this could really match it in terms of quality, because all of the naturals. But anyway, I get decent performance out of this one as well. Surprisingly, more than you would think. Definitely more so than like a Jimmy Choo Man Ice. I get about 5 hours here. But again, very refreshing, like a 7-Up in a fragrance form type smell here, with that limeade type Dior Homme Cologne backbone and nuance to it. All right, let's keep it moving and grooving back to super cheapy territory. This has kind of been the cheapy hype beast of this summer. This is Tommy Vibrant Summer. Now, I want to caution you about this fragrance, because anytime a cheap fragrance gets super hyped, you may have all these expectations building up. It's like, it's going to be the best fragrance you ever smelled for $20. And guys, I just say manage your expectations with this one, all right? Because the quality is what you'd expect for a $20 fragrance. This is kind of cheap smelling, but as long as you have that in mind going into it, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. This is more so something that, if you're looking for just something very casual that you really don't care if you spray the whole bottle in one day, you just kind of want to go trigger happy with it, something that you're maybe even just spraying more for the actual like ASMR of using a fragrance rather than having a really long lasting cologne or something. The perfect kind of fragrance to wear on a day that you don't even feel like wearing a fragrance and it's just kind of hot. Or maybe you want something a little bit refreshing. A lot of citrus here going on. You do kind of get a coconut smell, even though to me it comes across more of a sunscreen than necessarily like a creamy coconut smell. But mainly it's a very simple fragrance. You get that sunscreen type of smell and citrus, which probably they wanted it to meld with your sunscreen as you're going out and doing like summer activities. But cool little bottle here. Manage your expectations, but for $20, it's a fun little cheapie. It's not a must buy by any means, but you know, when you like to explore things, it's worth $20 at least. So next one up we have is from Abercrombie and Fitch. This is Away. Man, look at that dent. I absolutely love this fragrance. Immediately going to get another bottle once this one runs out. It is similar to YSL Eau de Toilette, but I actually prefer this one because it does have a little bit of more of like a youthful lean to it. It does have a touch of sweetness. You get maybe a little bit of like a Missoni Wave type scent profile here as well. But just a great daily wear, you know, casual, perfect for a vacation fragrance, something that is on the cheaper side but is really captivating in an interesting way. You know, there are some modern synthetics added here that really help the projection and the brightness of this fresh type of watery scent profile. But Abercrombie and Fitch Away, if you like YSL EDT and you like those kind of fresh, sparkly, blue, light blue fragrances with like a C note type essence to them. Check out Away. I think you're going to love it. I think this is really highly slept on. Great fragrance. All right, 2 more. Don't sleep on Chic for Men, guys. This is a beautiful watermelon fragrance, kind of similar to Abercrombie's First Instinct, but this one is not as juvenile, I would say, as that one. This one has a bit more maturity without smelling old manish at all. It is still a very casual type daytime wear. It has a bit of cardamom, which I really enjoy. It's got like a cardamom that reminds me a little bit of La Nuit de l'Homme, but it's kind of like Ed Hardy, Love and Luck meets like 20% of La Nuit de l'Homme. So I'm a sucker for cardamom, and I really enjoy the spiciness that it adds and the nuance that it brings to this watermelon scent, this fresh watermelon type scent profile. You can get this one for very cheap. It's like 30 bucks. Performance is like 2 to 3 hours, not great, but the smell is amazing. It's one I keep coming back to. As far as designer fragrances go, I think this is my favorite watermelon, especially as it's been getting hotter and hotter here this summer. I've been going back to this one more and more and really enjoying that kind of ozonic and slightly metallic watermelon bright freshness that this one provides. This is Chic for Men. All right, last one on the list. I kind of saved the best for last for the real G's who stick with me all the way to the end. This is Summer Frickin' Hammer, guys. This little 28 ml, it's pathetic looking, right? And when I think about the amount of money that I spent on this little guy, I really start to question my sanity a little bit. But then when I smell this fragrance, I understand my thinking, because this is a 10 out of 10 for me. This is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. This is the best tropical fragrance I've ever smelled. Fruity, you get a slight booziness, you get like this mango and pineapple and just like a whole assortment of fruits going on. That'll just blow your mind. This melts me every time I smell it. First time I smelled it, it completely shocked me, and pretty much every single time after that, every time I smell this, it shocks the system, and I'm in love with this fragrance. I think this is better than Lamari Porthole, which I know gets a lot of hype right now, but you know, to each their own. Summer Hammer is such a damn good tropical fruity fragrance. Get a sample, try this one out, guys. If you are not against wearing kind of like sweeter unisex type fragrances and you want something fun and fruity and playful and something that is a straight beast, this 28 ml, it's gonna last me, because this is a 3 spray max fragrance for me. It's a freaking monster, guys. Summer Hammer, appropriately named, from Lorezo Pazzaglia. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for today. Those are the 10 tropical fragrances. Let me know in the comments what I missed. Maybe your favorite tropical fragrance that you've been rocking this summer. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, keep smelling great out there. We'll catch you next time at the Fragrance Fraternity. Peace out, guys. See you soon.